thank you guys. Thank you a lot for giving me a couple of times to talk about this new and exciting, entertaining, fun film. Let me start with you, Chris. This is an exciting film that reminded me of films like Terminator and Starship Troopers, among others. I won't mention, not to spoil it. But it has a lot of heart. So it is the father and daughter backstory that provides the film with the emotional core. So without revealing too much information, how was it to work this dynamic with the help of Chris, with whom you have worked before?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it was really amazing to be able to be part of this project. From the get-go, I'm a producer on this. I've heard a lot of people saying that they wanted original IP. They were, a little growing tiresome of these big franchises and these comic book movies, and it seems like that's the only thing that are really dominating the box office. The movies, the great big movies, are these things that have this original IP. And I was thinking to myself, like, I would love to be part of that. I would love to help bring this forward. And so when I read this script, it was like, boom, a light bulb went off. This is the movie that we're going to bring forward. And this is the movie that we can actually address the concerns of so many people who've been wanting to see something original. So it's been amazing to be part of that.
Thank you for that. It is a great film, a lot of action parts. So Edwin, your character also has an interesting background or backstory. So however, the motivations of your character are very different. So how was it to delve or to go into this aspect of your character so that it registered as intense as it is presented in the film?
For me, it was simply drawing from personal experiences. I think we all deal with some sense of trauma in our lives, and how we get out of that via help from others, personal perseverance. It was just taking a deep dive into who I was, and then that light bulb came off, and I was like, I know exactly who Dorian needs to be, and that was during the process of talking with McKay and really kind of just wrapping out the different dynamics and who this person was. So defining the character throughout the process was simply just looking inside myself and finding the history and where I came from.
Thank you. So Chris, from dinosaurs to extraterrestrial creatures, on a technical level, how does shooting the action sequences on this movie compared to, let's say, Jurassic World or Guardians of the Galaxy?
Well, I mean, really getting the experience of doing these types of movies was really helpful. Being part of the collaborative team that brings us forward, you realize what's the best way to attack this just from a technical standpoint. The goal is, when acting opposite something that's not real, something that's going to be animated, to create emotion. And the best way to do that as an actor is to be looking at something that's real. And so whether you're just, in your big wide, you can kind of fake it, and you're faking it, and you're looking at nothing. Whereas if you're doing a close-up, cut to a close-up, if you want to get that emotion, you could be staring off camera at an actor, and looking into their eyes and drawing from them real emotional feeling. It's going to work a lot better than if you're looking at a tennis ball or a light bulb or whatever. If you're just looking at some inanimate object, it's going to be harder for you to react in the way that's necessary to convey the drama.
Well, thank you very much, guys. My time's up. And again,
thank you.
Congratulations on such a great film. It was very exciting, very fun. So stay safe. Whatever.
Thank you.